Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is the fourth video tonight. Now, I don't have to make it, but I just, why not? I continuously have more to share, so why not? So, as I said before, shout out God bless to World According to Briggs on YouTube. Go look him up. He pretty much, again, does like a why to and why not to move to certain states. Measures a lot of things, and I definitely think, especially considering some of the jokes he makes on his channel, is definitely worth watching for some really funny and hilarious content. True and real as well. True and real content based upon true and real, stats, facts, and etc. You get the point. So one of the other top things I want to let y'all know is the fact being that the reason why, whether it's here or some other place, when it comes to, how I learn get my research from, of all these rates. I can assure you, when I hear about the crime rate, one of the top things that I definitely, again, think about is I want to go there. And again, keynote, I'm not an official licensed pastor by any means. Like, I didn't go to pastor school, or I didn't go to, some Christian college and major in theology or whatever. I didn't, whatever. I didn't do any of that. But I definitely, okay, now my iPad fell. But at the same time, a lot of my friends have nicknamed me Pastor Nate, though. And I earned that title through how much, again, I preach. I earned that title through how much I preach, how much I love people, and the positivity which I overall bring to pretty much every environment in which I'm around. So that's literally overall what it is. So I'm not official licensed pastor by any means, but again, that's definitely the background of, how I earned the nickname Pastor Nate and what I do with it. Even though I'm not an official licensed pastor, I still have every bit of passion to go to all these cities and pastor these people, because I'm telling you, these cycles and negative trends of depression, of anxiety, or of poverty, of so many categories I can put them in, they need to stop and end somewhere. They have to stop and end somewhere. People need to get back right with Christ while time is still on the clock. And that's one of the top reasons why I want to go to all these states and pastor all these people, because they got to realize that somehow, if you were to ask me, you can judge me accordingly to that. I'm just literally trying to tell you, you have to be willing to die doing God's work. One of the top things that I'm definitely, the commitment that you could say already made in my life, you have to be willing to die doing God's work. You have to, or at least if you were to ask me. In the most spiritual, righteous, etc. sense, Again, use your own discernment on that, but again, most people understand exactly what I'm talking about. Especially if you're religious, you would understand exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm just saying that literally I want to pastor all these people. I want to pastor all these couples who are going through divorce or about to go through divorce or whatever else it is. Pre, during, and post divorce. I want to pastor them. Hopefully pastor them, definitely with the priest, so hopefully they don't fully go through with it and they stay together. I understand there's so many reasons why they do it, but I can assure you, when you made that promise to God, for the love of God, somebody needs to wake these people up and realize you made a promise to God. You did not just make a promise to that other person. You made a promise to God. And even if you made a promise to that other person, you need to try to keep that. And what that means, ladies and gentlemen, because I don't mean to be hugely angry with this video, but what that means is that what in the world does a promise mean to people these days? What does a promise mean to anybody these days? I can assure you that's one of the top questions that we need to ask ourselves on a daily basis. What does a promise mean to us anymore? Literally. You made a promise to that person, whether you love the person anymore or not. You made a promise to that person. And you need to be willing to try to uphold that. That's why I'm saying, go to as much counseling as you possibly can. I don't really care how much the bill is. Go to it. Save your marriage. I would rather save my marriage. I'd rather take my marriage literally, no matter how much of a sham it is. I would rather take my marriage to the grave, knowing that God is my judge and witness. I made that promise to him. I made the promise to my spouse. I made the promise to myself, to their families. You get the point. I did it. I took it to my grave. And you could say it was a part of that 1% that did it, rather than the bunch out there who say I do, and for God knows whatever reasons they get divorced. I don't care if she cheated on you or he cheated on you. I don't care. I don't really care. Stay with them. I don't care. The reason why I don't care, you made a promise to God. You made a promise to that person. I don't care. You take that marriage to your grave. I don't care if you're not happy in the marriage. You take it to your grave. And a lot of people are gonna probably be like, Nate, you don't understand the thing what you're talking about, and etc. Or was what some people are gonna tell me that. Or they're probably gonna say, Nate, wait till you get married and you see what we're talking about. Yeah, I will. And I'm telling you, on my grave, and God literally kill me if I absolutely, do go through with divorcing my future wife. If I do go through with it, I want God to kill me right there. Because I don't deserve to live anymore. And the reason why I say that, ladies and gentlemen, because I wanna be a part of that 1% that takes the marriage to this grave. I want to be a part of that 1%. And that's what I mentor all these kids about. Take that marriage to your grave. Take that marriage to your grave. That's why you're supposed to be as extra careful as you can of who you marry. So you can take it to your grave. So you can raise a successful, beautiful family. And etc. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. At least if you would ask me, it's not rocket science. It is for better and for worse. And for worse, it's hard. But you have to be willing to go through it. You have to. Now, I understand. There are plenty of good reasons that people get divorced. Left and right. Plenty of good, authentic reasons. But again, you made that promise to God. You made that promise you made it to God. You made it to the person. You made it I would say even your kids at this point. You made it to people. What does your promise mean to you in today's day? We're in 2018. What does that promise mean to you? Please ask yourself, what does that promise mean to you? And just because that other person broke their promise doesn't give you the... Okay, I understand why people would think because that person broke their promise to you, why you think it gives you the right to break your promise to them. But I said before, just because it gives you the right to do it does not mean breaking the promise is right. This is why I want to go out there and pastor so many couples. Because I'm literally telling you, I'm willing to take this to my grave. I literally am. And I really look forward to that day where I get married to where I can take it to my grave. I can practice what I preach with it. Because again, I'm not married right now. At least romantically that is. I'm not. So, God knows. But when I hear about these stats of crime, corruption, I hear about these stats of divorces, the number one thing I want to do is I want to go pastor people. I want to go pastor them. Preach the word of God, you get the point. I want to go help give them the counseling that they need. Help give these kids who come from these broken households, these fallen families. I want to help give them the counseling that they need. Especially if they already feel like they're alone and nobody cares about them. I want to give them the counseling that they need. Because I want them to know that for better and for worse, somebody does care about you. And one of those people who cares about you other than God is right here with you. Me. I care about you. Which is one of the top reasons why I've told as many people I have told, I will die for you. Because I love people with all my heart and soul, ladies and gentlemen. And I believe in these commandments, or I believe in these scriptures this much. I believe in them. I believe in God. I believe in Christ. I believe that we can help heal this society and culture together. But we got to have more people who are fighting for God, who are fighting for Jesus, who are fighting for true spirituality. We got to have more people who are fighting, man. Who are godly fighting for souls. Who are willing to go out there and be a fisherman of men. I'm telling you, you got to have more people who are willing to do that. Who are willing to die doing God's work. Another argument that's worth making is you don't have enough people out there who are willing to die doing God's work. You don't. At least if you were to ask me. Another big problem that we have in today's society and culture. We do not have enough people who are willing to go out there and die doing God's work. We don't. And that's one of the top problem that we have. We need more people who are willing to go out there and unbiasedly do God's work to help make a better tomorrow for everybody. That's, again, my 100 Jesus above all unbiased opinion. But again, just to be as 100 and real and honest with you as I possibly can. These are the things that I think of when I hear about high crime rates, I want to say high unemployment, but I'm definitely going to say high crime rates and high divorce rates. I want to go and pastor all these people. That's the number one thing I think about. And then the unemployment, I think that I want to go out there and I want to help them find employment somehow. Legal, godly employment. And then number 2, or 4 or 5, whatever number I'm at there. I also want to, if I can think about it. Oh yeah, when it comes to the low income. I haven't finished the album. having to come close to finishing it. The Low Income Project. Once again, I believe I filmed a video on this YouTube channel months ago about the Low Income Project. And if you don't, once again, know what that has anything to do with, the Low Income Project has everything to do with saying that it's like community service, pretty much like saying, I'm going to go door to door. I'm going to get to know my neighbors. I'm going to help them clean their house, clean their yard, help feed their kids, take care of their families, etc. Cut their grass, wash their cars, do all this stuff. And yes, do it for FREE, which spells free. A lot of people probably look at me crazy for saying that. And I think, again, that's one of the best installments of living and dying doing God's work that you can do. So that's one of, again, biggest things to all the youth. Whoever you are out there. One of the top things that I want you to learn from this video and my entire existence. Especially if you know some low income people or low income neighborhoods, or even if you live in low income your own self. There's always hope for you. When you know Jesus, there's always hope. You know, there's always survival when you know Jesus. Always. And other than that, I want you all to get into that habit of, especially if you own a lawnmower and have some money for some gas to, you know, fill it up, or you could own an electric one. But you get the point. Go out there and try what you can, no matter which class you live in, high, middle, low income, whatever. Do what you can to go out there and help the less fortunate in all these ways and even more that I just named. Ladies and gentlemen, we can all literally learn, build, and grow together in the most constructive, God-first, clean, and pure way possible. But you have to have people that are willing to put it, I want to say, put in the work is a better way of saying it. You have to have people that want to put in the work. I mean, I'm willing to, you know, and I see plenty of low-income neighborhoods around here, honestly, around Ponte Vedra and St. Augustine, plenty of low-income neighborhoods. And God, honestly, I want to go in some of these neighborhoods, and I want to knock on door to door to door, and I want to help these people. And again, Low Income Project is not only going to be an album and even a movement is what I also want it to be, and probably a charity as well, I guess. I also want the Low Income Project to also be a show on this channel, or a show on whatever else channel I might start up in the next few weeks or months. What that means is you're gonna literally see, I'm gonna be filming, and you know, somebody's gonna be with me, or I'm gonna be by myself filming, and you're gonna see me talking to people, and you're gonna see me literally asking, hey, do you mind if I mow your lawn for you? Mind if I take out your garbage for you? Mind if I just do these helpful community service things that literally, I'm telling you, this is what it means this is part of what it means to die doing God's work, ladies and gentlemen. This is what God wants us to do. He wants us to go out there, not only help each other, but definitely help the less fortunate in every which God-first, pure, and clean way we possibly can, etc. So 13 minutes into this, again, I've preached this in other videos. I'm very overall thankful for the breath, the life to preach it. You know, it's all overall 100, you know, when it comes to, you know, what I'm preaching, and I hope everybody takes what they need to take from it and owns it at the end of the day. I'm just literally trying to get y'all to understand, to help heal this society and culture, it ain't as hard as what we make it out to be, or what a lot of people make it out to be. It's not that hard. You just got to be willing to do something real for your next door neighbor. Do something real for yourself, for your family. You got to fight for your community, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus above all, you got to be willing to fight for your community. And a lot of people are not willing to do that. They're not willing to fight for the soul of their community. They know people within their community, but they're not willing to fight for the heart and soul of it. Again, especially if you have DirecTV or internet, cable, whatever, or a car, I am literally going to tell you, you have the money for home improvement. But I don't know if you just want, if you want to spend it on it or what. I don't know. I just can let you know that I want to help as many, again, even with budgeting, help them budget, do whatever. I mean, you guys can, we all can do it. We can all make that Jesus Christ salvation difference towards that sane and sober, pure and clean, better tomorrow for all people. Towards the further advancement of all people. Again, it's me, your boy, the man, NJ to the city out. Thank you all for listening, watching, and subscribing. Probably film a few more videos tonight. I don't know. But God bless whether I do or not. Continuously enjoy your week. And again, more coming soon. Peace.